Hey everybody, it's Jeff. Welcome to a special episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. You asked for it. Take it away, Marcello. Oh, that was great. Okay. All right. We got to get to the wine.
Okay. Do you want more, guys? Because I can do more.
Yeah, leave a comment below and tell us if you want more. Put that down. Come on.
Okay.
Take a seat. Okay. So today I'm visiting. We are.
Excuse me. Sorry, I was just kidding. I just want to let them know that that's the background. I wasn't playing clarinet. I was really playing clarinet, and clarinet wasn't on.
I don't think you're helping your case.
Okay.
Leave a comment below if you think that my dad was just airplaying, because I could have done this. No. So anyways, the wine that we're getting into today, I picked this up at one of your local retailers, Dad. This is the Chateau Girard 2010 Lalande de Pomerol.
Yeah.
It's French, right?
Mais
So I want to get a little bit into French wines in general, and specifically I want to talk about Bordeaux. Have you heard the term Bordeaux before?
Yeah, there's a Bordeaux region.
Yes.
That's all I can tell you.
Okay, so there's this Bordeaux region, and what are the major grapes from the Bordeaux region?
Red.
Yeah, there's some amazing white wines from Bordeaux.
Okay.
But yes, normally when we think about Bordeaux, we think about red wine, and which this is. What grapes, though?
I'm going to say Bordeaux.
That's not... Look.
It's a region. Okay.
You ever heard of Cabernet Sauvignon?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Cabernet Franc?
Yeah. No.
Ever heard of Malbec?
But Malbec's Argentinian, isn't it?
How do you think the Argentines got their grapes there?
How do you think?
Like, are you going to say Cabernet is Californian?
How do you think that the Europeans got corn?
Very true.
Okay.
But have you heard of Petit Verdot?
No.
Have you heard of Merlot?
Yeah.
All right. So
I actually am growing. I have a Merlot grape in my vineyard.
He does have this one scraggly
vine
in his backyard, and it's beautiful.
We will send a picture of it to you guys.
So anyways, when we talk about the region of Bordeaux, I mean, it's split up by all these different rivers, right?
Yeah.
And essentially when we talk about Bordeaux, we refer to them as either being left bank or right bank Bordeaux, right? Mm-hmm. And so most of the big heavy hitters in Bordeaux are on the left bank. They're on the west side.
Rive gauche.
Yeah. And so when you... I don't know what he said.
Rive gauche, left bank.
Okay, there you go. So when you talk about those ones, those are predominantly made of Cabernet Sauvignon. Like, that's the backbone to those wines. And those wines are often very tannic. They've got a whole lot of structure. Those are wines that can age really well.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Is the river d'Avignon one of those?
You know what? There's a couple different rivers. There's one with a G.
Okay, listen, hold on. I'm on a roll here. I got a song.
Okay.
Sur le pont d'Avignon, la 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 la. Okay, that's it.
That's very cute. Yeah.
It's French.
But we are not hanging out on the left bank. We're going to hang out on the right bank today.
Okay.
And so when we talk about wines on the right bank, these wines are mainly Merlot with other things blended into it. Now, one of the most popular regions on the right bank is called Pomerol. And Pomerol is also the smallest sub-region of Bordeaux.
Okay.
So consequently, guess what the prices are like when you go to Pomerol?
Oh, man.
They are through the roof.
By the way, right bank, Rive droit.
Yeah. And that being said, there are some heavy hitters in Pomerol that I would die to show you guys, but then we have to put down, a couple grand for the bottle.
Okay, no.
And so I'm not going to do that. But there is value on the right bank. If you go just outside of Pomerol, you have this region. What's that called?
Hold on. Grand Vin.
No.
La Lande de Pomerol.
La Land de Pomerol. Just north of Pomerol, there's a little larger region where a lot of wineries have been popping up, and they've been making wines with similar structure and similar body to those of Pomerol. And I'm not going to say that this is the second coming of Chateau Petrus, right? I'm not going to say that, but what I am going to say is this is definitely a place where if you're interested in Pomerol, try La Land de Pomerol, and you're going to get a similar style,
Okay.
right? So this is the Chateau Garrod. This is 2010. It's 61% Merlot, 31% Cabernet Franc, and do the math, Dad, 8% Cabernet Sauvignon, right? So, anyways, let's take a look at this thing right
Yeah,
here.
remember,
right?
we're on a time constriction. Tell him what I'm doing.
Yes, he's making ribs.
In the
so
big green egg.
He's telling me to hurry up, and look at how long he spent with his stupid background music. Anyways, and you did great on the clarinet,
Thank you.
by the way. I loved it, and
Okay.
you guys asked for it. All right, so when we look at the right bank, and these are Merlot based, they tend to be more fruit forward, more approachable early on, but some of the best from Pomerol can still, they're going to hit their peak at about 15 years. So this is still relatively young, right?
15 years in the bottle?
Yeah,
Okay.
15 years on the bottle, right?
Okay.
So, or 15 years after picking, right?
Okay.
This was harvested in 2010. James Suckling, a well-respected wine critic, he tasted this in the barrel in 2011, and he was saying that this is going to be in that 91 to 92 range. Let's see where we're at right now a couple years down the road. So color-wise, just super dark, dense burgundy type of color. And it's a Bordeaux, but it's a burgundy type of color, a ruby red, right? On the nose,
It's a good nose. Really good.
what are you getting?
Well, see, I'm not good at picking these things out. I
So
get
there's
it.
definitely like this dusty, woodsy type of thing. There's definitely like a little cocoa powder.
No.
You're thinking about some
Strawberries is
fruits
what I'm
there.
getting,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean definitely you're going to get some bright red fruits. Strawberry a little bit. I'm getting like a blackberry. And a little bit of like cranberry, maybe. I mean, there's
Could be,
a
could be.
tartness to the nose, right?
It smells delicious. It's really good. Okay, let's go ahead
On the
and count
palate. $25 at your local
Really?
retailer. Yeah,
I
25.
never paid that much for a bottle.
And you never will.
I know.
This has, and we talk about the right bank being more approachable early on. This has structure for days, right? What I'm getting up front more than anything else are these nice, fine, chalky tannins. You feel like, Dad, do you feel like there's little like elves inside your mouth with sandpaper just kind of scraping like on your cheeks and on the roof of your mouth?
That's
and
how
along
I
your
feel when I
tongue?
wake up in the morning. But no, it's good. I don't feel the elf.
Tannins for days, but they're nice. They're elegant. They're not off-putting. They're not astringent. But there's definitely a lot of body there.
There's a
You
lot
feel
of
that
body.
body, right?
Yeah.
What else you got?
It's, we did tasting a couple months back where I didn't initially like the taste, and then the second taste and then the third taste it kept tasting better and better. Same thing with this. I think that's how my palate is with red wine, but it's getting better.
Well, wine evolves in the glass,
So it's
right?
evolving,
I mean,
yeah.
as soon as you expose this thing to oxygen, flavors are going to change. I mean, this is really going to. If we left this in this glass and then dove back into it tomorrow, it still tastes just fine, right?
Let me ask you this: is that true with white wine and red wine?
Sure, you could decant a white
Oh,
wine.
no, I'm just saying because that white wine I take, that's good, or it's bad, and it'll be that way through the whole glass. Red wine, it just grows on me.
Red wine can evolve, and I mean, I also, there's a little play with the temperature here. This is, my dad was freaking out because I put this in the refrigerator. We're in Reno, Nevada right now, and it's been triple digits the whole time we've been here.
6 days in a row.
As soon as I bought this, I threw this in the fridge, and that was 2 days ago. And this I opened up maybe an hour and a half ago. It's been on the countertop. Poured them in the glass about 20 minutes ago. So it's more of a cellar type of temperature. It's not room temperature.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's a little cooler than.
But also, as it warms up, that's going to affect the flavors a little bit. I think the nose will probably get a little bit more expressive.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, those flavors are going to change. What I would say, I got to take another sip. You had this whole like. Okay, so I'm getting like really nice ripe blackberries and cranberries and plums, like a nice compote, right? Like we've just macerated these things, right? So I'm getting like a nice little play of these different like red and black fruits together.
Yeah.
These tannins are really just making this an elegant and flavorful wine. There's a nice acidity to this, right? There's a real length to this wine.
It's a good wine.
There are some nice like cocoa powder type of notes on this as well. I am getting a hint of spiciness that I think as this wine kind of warms up a little bit, those are going to become a lot more expressive, and those are going to be dancing around on the palate. But I mean, gosh, you said you were making ribs, and
this should go well with the ribs.
It's going to be great with those ribs, right?
Yeah.
How you feeling about this?
I like it. It's it's funny because the last time we did a tasting, you gave me that Italian wine.
Yes,
whose name I forgot. Hit it out of the ballpark.
Semplicemente
Vino.
Yeah.
But that was the best I've ever tasted on anything ever.
And so it's tough to live up to that.
This would have been excellent before that, and it's good.
That one was definitely a lot more fresh, right? This is a Bordeaux that is more approachable than most. But when you compare Bordeaux as a whole to the rest of the world, if you're comparing it to that Italian wine that we have, which was very much just a table wine ready to be consumed young, that was very fresh and very vibrant up front, right?
Yeah.
And so when you compare them, these are they're apples and oranges, they're plums and bananas, right? They're different fruits. They're cucumbers and jalapenos. Right?
Sure.
Yeah. So it's tough to compare. But that being said, this is a very nice wine. I don't think it's a 92 or a 91. I'm putting it at it's an 89 plus.
Okay, I'm going 89 plus if the other was a 92. Did we rate the other one?
I think we did say the other was like 91, 92.
Oh,
and that's the thing. You start to develop, you've got your score and what you're saying, this is a wine that I like. And everything else kind of falls into play from there, Dad, right?
There it goes.
So you get your portfolio of sense memories of those different wines. And that's where your scores come in. And that's why, don't focus so much on the score that somebody wrote. Focus on the score that somebody who has the same type of taste as you wrote. So, I mean, if you agree with a lot of the scores that I put down, you're going to agree that this is an 89 plus. If you're a big James Suckling fan, you're going to say that this is a 91, 92. I just don't think it's that. I mean, this is great wine, right? Great wine.
If you're Italian, you're going to say it's an 86. If you're French, you're going to say it's a 94.
Sure. Totally.
So here's one for Dave who thinks it's a 86. Speaking of which, may I say something?
Sure.
The other person that we see interviewed on here every once in a while, or as a guest, is Dave the vegetarian.
Yes.
The vegetarian Dave plays piano like you wouldn't believe. I haven't heard him in a long, long time.
He's a really good pianist.
He is the fastest piano player in the world.
I don't know about that. He is the fastest rapper in the world.
He's okay. So thumbs up if you want to hear Dave play piano.
Yeah, leave a comment if you want to hear Dave the vegetarian play either piano or the baritone sax.
Oh, yeah, but I think he probably has a keyboard, and I don't think he has his Barry, does he?
Sure. Oh, why wouldn't you?
David, how about 2 thumbs up for me and Dave to play a duet?
You guys haven't been in the same room since 2010.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Everybody.
Jeff is rad.
Oh my goodness. Everybody stay rad.
Stay rad.